The worst thing about making a new batch of tea is that it's too hot to drink. Like, tea's awesome, but when it's too hot to drink, it's like, it's a problem, because then you're risking yourself to be in a situation where, like, you burn your tongue, and you're like, oh great, I won't be able to taste anything for, like, the next 10 days. By the way, did you know that the average lifespan of, like, the cells in your, the skin on your tongue is actually 10 days? Now you know! And with all those things said, though, hello, Riley friends, welcome back to Max Plays Shadowrun Returns! On the previous episode, we discovered that Sam had a sister named Jessica, weird siblings, and we decided to head down to the Seattle docks because apparently the Ripper stroked again. Striked again. Strike? No, that doesn't sound right. Is it stroke? That's weird. The Ripper killed another person. I read this in the previous episode. And now we're in. Get to the NTSB warehouse. Alright. Well, now we're here. All alone. Paco left us behind, unfortunately. Because of his girlfriend who nearly died. What an asshole, am I right? Jeez. Okay, so we have to get in there. Spoilers. Okay, wow. I remember when I saw reviews of this game, this is the part of the game that they showed off. So I know we can get the Streetwalker, which is the name of my favorite, zombie subgroup. We can get her to do stuff to distract the guards. Which maybe, let's first talk to the guards, see if we can actually get there, I think. Can we get through? Halt! Halt, halt. Oh, I love that armor, that is so cool! Lone Star Guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly. Like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You're looking to get dusted, street scum. Oh, yes! The security etiquette is helping us so much. I'm working with Lone Star on the crimes investigation in the NTSB warehouse. I'm looking for my kitty cat. Here, kitty. I'm the new maintenance guy. This is my first day. Officer Aguirre called me in. Needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security or if they were let in. Of course. I will open the gate. Aguirre is just inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. I love the fact it's like, definitely no holes in our security, said the Lone Star officer as they let me in. Cute. Get out of here. Can I talk to the to the streetwalker lady? Hey, you looking for a good time? You know anything about it, NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Okay, that seals up her dialogue options. Okay, good. Well, we found the way through. Thank you, security etiquette. Anyways, oh, this looks like a place where we're gonna get attacked. This looks like we're gonna get attacked in here. Hey, Tempest, stop running so we can actually inspect the area. You might be thinking to yourselves, Max, what are you doing? I'm wandering. I'm hoping to see that maybe if I can find something that we can pick up. I mean, it's a big open area. And by the way, the compass tells us where we're supposed to go. Ooh, a helicopter. Ooh, there you go. See? That's what I come here for. To loot. I will take the grenades. Oh, phosphorus grenades. Packed with phosphorus, this grenade explodes, causing an additional minus 4 HP for 3 rounds. What would you like to do with this item? Get rid of the second one and just give me that instead. There you go. Is that another one? Ficchetti's basic non-lethal grenade. It does 1 AP to everyone hit by its blast. What would you like to do with this item? Send to the stash. No damage grenades? Are you kidding me? Pfft. I'm here to murder people, not make friends. Yeah, this is the place. You're about to transition to a new location. Continue. Confirm. That was way easier than I thought it would be. The warehouse. This makes me think that we're not going to visit any other warehouse for the rest of the game, which I kind of appreciate. The warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with garters and rickety clad walls top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the facility is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star or not, you've got a job to do. Gotta poke that body. Gonna poke that body. Excuse me, did you know Sam Watts? Oh, is it McCluskey? McCluskey? No, that's Aguirre though. Buenas tardes. It's time for my Aguirre accent. Ah, took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. I'm a busy woman. Who's the corpse? Thought we'd agreed to work together on this. I'm a busy woman. Who's the corpse? Just a corpse. And one that's not gonna do anything for my career, I can tell you that. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The victim was in charge of the highest priority investigation at the moment. I'm always terrified that I forget to record. It's the worst thing. I'm a totes professional, you guys. Officer Aguirre. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. That'll get you killed quick. Spilling corpse secrets? Not the wisest career choice. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runners like you probably opt him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. So you're implying that he was selling secrets and somebody just offed them? Hey, Dresden's back! I love Dresden so much, you guys. The implication here is that someone murdered this person. Basically, made it look like the Ripper victim just to, like, kind of throw them off, I guess. And we can't go in here yet. Shannon Halfsky. I had a feeling you were gonna be that sort of character. You're not a cop. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? Nope. Who's the stiff? I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? That seems like the best course of action. Get on her good side. Yes, he's my older brother. I asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I am afraid his spirit is too distorted by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? There's got to be a way to force him to talk. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden. Maybe there's an easier way. What does this imply? I don't know, but I'm going with it. Actually, were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell. Not among the living, anyway. The realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, drowning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. Okay, haunted objects. We'll find them somehow. Hey! Am I gonna start? I guess I could just start searching. I mean, really. Oh, there's one right here. Oh, amazing. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. You find nothing of interest You find nothing interesting about the shoes in the pile. Darn it. Let's get some shoes. Ah, how unfortunate. Ooh. There's a toilet over there. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or just simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Earring, dented lunchbox, cred stick, yeah. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA, and 200 new yen is added to your account. Dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Cute. Earrings. The earring is made out of burnished steel. Yeah, burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense, primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items that the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. That's one. Cool. Now we ought to get yourselves another one. I won't give them to her immediately, because I have the faint feeling that that is gonna advance the plot. But I want to talk with her. The old poster depicts a swift young woman posing with an assault rifle. Cute, I guess. You don't need to go right now. Maybe I do. Last chance I'm gonna get for a while, I guess. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Yeah, it's probably gonna be that. Ooh, that's the computer that we're talking about. The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Let's read them, why not? Read the notes for Case File 95. Case File 95. Federated Boeing jetliner, ID 2305, corporate owner, Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues, resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. At 2:55 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m., the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. Interesting. At 2:59 a.m., the pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04, the co-pilot radars in a mayday. 3:12, the plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Let's check file number 96. Case file number 96. Prod and Whitney, unmanned, ID 327, corporate owner, Ares. Summary, redacted, time log, redacted. Interesting. I just burned my tongue to all gosh dillery darn hell. And I'm crying because I'm in pain. Case file number 98. Mac, this file has been corrupted. Interesting. Read the researcher's private notes. The notes that appear on screens pertain to the NTSB case file 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sinoa nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigation's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great value to the right buyer. You download the research notes to your PDA. Interesting. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. That's not attractive at all. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hairs on the back of your hand is stand on end. And when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest, hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. This appears to be... okay, leave it. Now we have both of the things that we needed. Nice. Done and done. But before we do... Can I say anything else to, like, Aguirre? What? If this was a corporation hit, why do they leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information is probably worth a fortune if you found the fire. Ha ha ha! Money, money, money! Okay. Hey, time for some Dresden! Basinga! Huzzah! Huzzah! Tempest! Surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguirre tipped you off? Suppose you must made an impression on him at the master market yesterday. Or your crit stick did, at any rate. Anyway, surprise! We got another Ripper victim on our hands. He sounds so excited. I love Dresden. Looks like business is good for Dale Morgue these days. So what's the story with this one? You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? So, actually, I like the whole, like, relating to him. It's like, wow, you work really hard, Dresden. Dresden works really hard, you guys. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning, 2:02, 2:05, give or take a few. And yes, I am a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Nice hole where his chest was. So, what was on the butcher's shopping list? Not quite how I would want to go out. Any idea on what organ the Ripper was looking for? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs, I think. Lung-shaped objects were removed from the chest. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may have just been eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? She seems like a real go-getter. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Who's the woman over there? And a clue. She just showed up next of kin, I think. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. I like that. How's Officer Aguirre doing? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective. I thought it was teeth. I love the idea that like they would give the detectives gold teeth after getting a bunch of crimes solved. And get his old detective's shield. Plus, he'll love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Oh, I love Dresden. Best character. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sorry, I don't do theories. I am much more of a fact sort of person. I love trivia. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was a massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. Again, I love trivia. Want to play some Trivial Pursuit after this? Or Triviad, I think that's what they call it. This is only the third body I've personally examined. Out of the four other... one of the other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more... If I find that more of the victims had organs transplants, I'll let you know. I'm gonna go take a look around. Good luck out there. Fucking love Dresden. Fucking love Dresden. Okay, Shannon. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you have found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they are filled with tears. My mouse was covering it. They are filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? No, McCluskey. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She is the victim's sister, sir, she... This is a crime scene, officer, not some salvage drum circle. That's, to McCluskey, that's racist. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? That's her brother. Make it her business. What's your tone? She's in mourning. Oh yeah, like big sister Tempest. Big sister Tempest draws her sword and it's like, what's your tone, McCluskey? What's your ass? Else you're going to find my butt lodged up in it. Now get the hell out. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'll regret. Or worse, something I'll enjoy. Fucking McCluskey. Aguirre is just like, well, that's the thing that happened. What are we to do? Lo que flote tu bote. Shannon Hefsky. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there is no helping it now. I should just be grateful that we were able to collect these items before the clouds carted everything off. Clots. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. We'll come back later once the coast is clear. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Not looking good now, but do you have any other plans for this evening? Excuse me? Are we hitting on Shannon? By the way, you may be thinking to yourselves, Max, what are you staring off when you're looking at the side? I'm looking at the preview window, because I love looking at myself. I'm like, do I look dramatic enough? Cheeky. Not looking good now. But do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. You sure up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. As long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. If it means your brother Skiller doesn't take another life, then yes. I like the rabbit hole analogy. It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. You could say that. Oh, just smile. Yeah! Good. I'll put the money. If you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen. That's 4,000 gold! Oh my god! From inside a leather pouch. Starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here tonight. The spirits will be strong then. Alright. Let's go hire ourselves a couple goons! As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of a coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoi. Hoi. Hoi? Hoi, Tempest. You in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. No problem. What do you need? I'm back up. Woo! Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whew. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amped dream cheaps and started using him for all sort of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. It's already 20... What? Holy crap. This recording sessions have been going so fast, you guys. I tried to help him out, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up the BTL labs ever since trying to find him. You're on a crusade. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. Has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. Well, we have until nighttime. Sure, let's do it. But you're gonna have to wait until the resolution of this for the next episode of Max Plus Funnel tonight. I am the worst LPer that there is, but you enjoy my silliness and my voice acting, and you'll get more of that on the next episode of Max Plus Shadowrun Returns. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I'll be seeing you soon. Mwah!